How to Be More Productive, Part 1 by Gyan Tapri. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon for latest updates. A famous French naturalist, Jean-Henri Fabre, conducted an interesting experiment with pine processionary caterpillars. He took several caterpillars and placed them in a single file around the rim of a flower pot. Each caterpillar's head touched the end of the caterpillar in front of it so that the procession formed a full circle. Fabre placed pine needles, which are the favorite food of the caterpillars of this type, in the middle of the circle formed by the procession. What makes a processionary caterpillar special is the instinct to blindly follow the caterpillar in front of it. All caterpillars went in circles for hours together, day after day, night after night, thinking that the caterpillar in front of them was heading to the food. In 7 days, all the caterpillars died from hunger and exhaustion, although food was just 6 inches away from them, and the only thing they needed to do to get it was to change the direction of movement. The procession died simply because when the strategy of finding food didn't give results, the caterpillars didn't change it. Most of us are just like the processionary caterpillars. We are busy and active through the day, but we achieve very little. We confuse motion with progress. We confuse activity with achievement. Day after day, we still do the same thing over and over again with zero outcome. Just like the processionary caterpillars, we may end up dead one day and realize that a slight change in direction could have avoided the downfall. So how do we get more productive? Here are some tips to help you operate at an optimal level and end up with more satisfying results. Number 1 is to get in the zone, otherwise known as the flow. This is a mental state in which a person is completely focused and totally immersed in his work. They don't allow any distractions to get in the way of their work. No phone, no emails, no notifications, and no visitors either. Albert Einstein, while working in the flow state, would often forget the lunch that was served on his table. Not even the aroma of the hot food or his hunger could take his mind away from work. Even Steve Jobs and Elon Musk have been known to shut off the noise and switch off from the world in order to induce the flow state. So how can you get into the flow state? First, pick a time of the day, about 2 to 3 hours when you're highly active and engaged. Pick this time as per the comfort of your body clock and stick to this time every day. Next, announce this time to everyone, including your boss and your colleagues. Let them know this is your focus hour, you will be busy with important work, and that you will not be available on calls and emails. Next, pick the most important task of the day from your to-do list. This cannot be a mundane or a trivial task. It literally has to be the task which, if you get done, will lead to a productive day. We all have such tasks, but we seldom get to doing it. Lastly, remove all distractions. No phone calls, no email, no notifications either. Put your phone on flight mode or do not disturb mode. Make sure you take everything you need to get your work done without any interruptions. Second is to outsource or delegate. You will never have enough time in the world, and you will never be able to complete all activities. You must therefore learn to say no and only do those activities that give you the maximum output. Like, you could be driving to work every day. Driving in a populated city can be really time consuming, especially if you're also required to hunt for a parking zone. Maybe you could switch to public transport or get a driver. You could be attending meetings that are not important to you. Maybe you could send your team member to attend on your behalf and later get him to brief you. Go back to that to-do list and look at how many such tasks you can get rid of so you can focus on your MIT. Third is to use dead time effectively. We all have dead time in our lives. This is the time when we are not doing anything productive. For instance, your daily commute to work. Most people are just listening to music or browsing their phone when they travel. You could rather plan your day and make a list of all the important activities that you have to complete that day. You could also use this time to clear your emails so you don't waste time once you get to office. You can also catch up on important updates in your industry or your line of work. Look out for other dead times in your day and use them productively. Stay tuned for part 2 of this video, which will be uploaded soon. Send us your suggestions, questions, and feedback in the comment box below. And if you like this video, please subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. Thank you.